here, Professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. It's always dad's fault. So in social media, Master P, Percy Miller, made a post about I don't even want to say his name. The DJ that took himself out. And his son, Romeo, made a post about, feeling like his father wasn't there for his sister when she wound up dying of a drug overdose because she was dealing with quote unquote depression. This isn't about the DJ. That's why I don't want to mention his name. And I'm looking at it and I'm seeing what people are talking about. And in my opinion, as a parent and just as watching parenting in the last 30, 40 years, there's a thing where I've seen far too often that parents who are successful or parents who are successful parents, kids go too far in blaming them for stuff. So, because they're not thinking. Like, I'm sure he's mourning his sister, he misses his sister, and I'm sure Master P misses his daughter. But if somebody does something publicly and you come out and publicly diss them, because that's basically what there was, it's like, let me ask a question. If you feel like things are his fault and he wasn't the best person, every parent is going to get that I wasn't the best parent thing. Everybody that gets that for the most part. I'm saying the vast majority. But here's one thing the kids don't ever say. The kids, sometimes I guess the ex-wife or the ex-husband or the husband or the wife don't talk about, or the in-laws don't talk about. It's all dad's fault, but when y'all out of pocket and doing all this crazy stuff that dad gotta fix, that never gets brought up. See, it's not dad's fault that you're hard-headed. It's not dad's fault that, you might be privileged and you don't take advantage of the opportunities of that privilege. That's not dad's fault. It's not dad's fault that you don't want to make your own way as an adult. That's not dad's fault. It's not dad's fault that, he's out here working and providing, but you really don't care about that. You respect the stuff that it buys. So you actually have dad working out here double and triple time because you don't respect dad enough to not, I want you home to be with me, but not really. I just want to buy stuff with your money. So now you need to get more money just to do the stuff that you were trying to do. That doesn't come across your mind because, but that's still dad's fault because he doesn't have $1 trillion for you to run through. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of this stuff becomes, in my opinion, spoiled issue. A spoiled kids issue. Because when you become a parent, I'm never going to be a parent like you were to me, or I'm not going to be a parent like you. And the interesting thing about that is, you're right, because you never had to go through what your parent had to go through to get you to where you are today. So your kid doesn't even know it exists. So, I'm saying that in this frame of reference. And if you ever come across this, I was born in New Orleans. I got family that know P. You get what I'm saying? So and that's what it is. They, they're not like brothers, but they know each other. They used to be neighbors. You see what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, I was talking to that family member recently, and he has 2 younger kids now. They're 2 grown ones, 2 younger ones. And we were talking about just life, and he says, you know what? Because he was walking with his son, and he says, these kids don't really know how hard we had it. It doesn't even register to them how we came up. They don't even get it. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. And a lot of times, and Romeo knows. He was young, but he knows. You get what I'm saying? And this idea that, as a dad, you got to bat 1,000. You got to be there every way, at every waking moment, and be a provider, and be a protector, and know all the right things to say and do. And, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you don't destroy yourself, and stop you from you, and, and let you go and do whatever you want to do at the same time. But in the moment where it went too far, yank you back. Like, and if you don't do all of those things, it's your fault. And be there when I want you to be there. And be there when I don't want you to be there, but I want you to be there. And know the difference. And if you're not, it's all your fault, whatever happens. It comes a point where, as an adult, you got to take responsibility for your action. Nobody wants these type of situations to happen, believe me. But nobody wants to take the blame every time something goes left, because you don't want a person who's supposed to be responsible for themselves not to be responsible for their actions. It has to be something else. And the sad part about it is usually it's all dad's fault, because dad didn't stop you from you being you. But that's what you want it to be. You get what I'm saying? So it becomes ridiculous. It really becomes ridiculous. At what point is it your fault? Because a lot of times, as kids looking back on it, y'all don't ever look around and say, man, that put dad through a lot. Then that put dad through a lot. Dad had to do this to do that. Dad had to do this because of that. Dad had to go through this because of that. And y'all don't, it's sad, but y'all got to support, like, dad's on the outskirts, and say mom, siblings, in-laws are all in the inner circle. And all y'all do something that puts dad, to be at fault, but all of y'all together as a unit aren't getting yourselves out of these messes y'all getting yourselves into. Doesn't make sense to me. And whose fault is that? That's still dad's fault with some of y'all. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna say it to you.